Women really do have different seasons of change in their life. From puberty, they go on to the productive years, then they go on to their perimenopause stage, and then the menopause. Different stages, different seasons, changes occurring in the woman's body, in a woman's life, to show you how strong a woman is. You are welcome today. It's your girl Eno, your everyday woman, your neighborhood sister, simplifying womanhood, explaining every feminine related mood, trend, issue, health, to ensure that you remain that beautiful and confident woman who still manages to stay beautiful and healthy on a budget. That is our take in this channel. You are welcome. Hello, how are you all doing? I hope you had a wonderful time during the week. Well, I'm here again. Today we want to talk about the different seasons in a woman's life and how she needs to clean her body at these different stages of her life, because it is very important. A lot of women in these different stages don't know what is happening to them, why their body is changing, and so they do not know how to go about cleaning their bodies. And it is very important for you to know when these changes come, so you'll be able to clean your body properly, because the different stages have different unique characteristics, that different unique changes that occur in a woman's body. As a child, you will not experience anything. As a girl child, you are just there playing all around. Sometimes you see some of them, they are naked, they don't even care, they don't know what's happening. But by the time you get to when you get to the age of 10, 11, changes begin to occur. And I've noticed recently that the development is earlier than it used to be. In our time, at least, some children used to get to the age of 15 before they start menstruating. But now, at the age of 8, 9, children are already menstruating. It's a really great change. Things are happening. Well, we're going to talk about these different stages. And then when a woman gets to the age between 20 to 30s, she begins to produce, she begins to have children. Change has come. And then we get to the stage of where a woman begins to experience a lot of heat in her body, the perimenopause stage. Change has come. And then the real menopause, where the great change comes. We're just going to talk about it briefly. We're going to cover it to the extent that we know, talking about cleaning the body at these different stages of a woman's life. What is necessary? What are important things? What does a woman need? What's to help clean her body and make her neat at this period of time? We're going to start from the period of puberty. Puberty is from childhood to adolescence, when children are changing, when you change from childhood, when you grow from childhood to your adolescent stage. Let's say from the age of 8. Let's start from 8, because a lot of children are developing from the age of 8 now. They are developing from the age of 8 now. They are no more waiting till the age of 15. So let's start from the age of 8, where children are developing from. From the age of 8 to the age of 25. You see, children are beginning to develop breasts. They begin to develop hair in their pubic areas, their armpits. They begin to menstruate. For the girl child, all these changes begin to occur. And some children are not comfortable with these changes. They don't understand what is happening to them. So it is left for us, parents and guardians, to be able to put these children through, to teach them, to make them more confident with these changes in their lives. And that is where parents come in. And that is where we too come in, where we are talking about this development stage, where the child begins to menstruate. You know that the body odor changes because of the menstrual cycle. A child that does not know how to take care of herself at this period of time becomes a dirty child, develops body odor that lasts for a lifetime. And it is in our place as parents and guardians to be able to talk to these children and let them know what they need to do, the necessary things they need to keep themselves clean during this period. There are hormonal changes. The body begins to development. The body needs to be washed properly during this period. Yes, a child needs to wash properly, because when they were smaller, you didn't care. The body was not excreting any fluids. But now, at this stage, the body begins to excrete fluids that need to be dealt with properly. If not, it leaves a lifetime of body odor on the child. So we need to talk about how the child needs to wash up properly, because the body is releasing fluids that smell now. Yes, body is releasing fluids that smell a lot, especially during your period. When you are seeing your menstrual, when you are in your menstrual cycle, you begin to release a lot of fluids. Even ovulation, there's ovulation release too. There are fluids released during ovulation, and at that age a child will release these fluids, not understanding what is happening, not knowing that you need to wash properly. Okay, imagine a case where the child has long fingernails, claws. During ovulation, how does she wash out those sticky substance that comes out of the body? Let's start from there. How do you wash your body in that kind of situation? Somebody will say you don't have to put your hand into your body to wash up. Of course you need to do that, especially during ovulation. Even during your menstrual period, you need to put your hand and extract all the dirty, bad blood that is still left in your body, so that you're not smelling around. So it's very important. These children need to be trained, to be taught that during that period, you change your pad regularly. You don't allow it stain your body, because a little drop of blood that stains your body can smell. It will make you smell. So during this period, you have to take your bath a lot. During your menstrual cycle, you take your bath a lot, daily, regularly. Take your bath, wash your body properly, wash away all the blood. Just like I said, now you need to remove all those particles from your body, those blood that have settled there, the dry blood. You need to wash them out. So you see, it is very important. And then you need to change your pad regularly. How do we do this on a budget when pad is expensive? Well, I know some people that they have pieces of cloth. They have like 10 pieces of cloth that they use during this period. They bring it out, they soak it in bleach or disinfectant like Dettol, or they soak it and wash away everything and dry it properly, and then they use it again. This is in situation whereby they cannot get access to sanitary pad, and you don't even know that they are seeing your period. There is no smell because they are so clean about it. But we're not saying we should do that. At least we can afford to get sanitary pads. And in a situation whereby you cannot afford sanitary pad, you can afford cotton wool, especially when you don't have heavy flow. You can use cotton wool to staunch the blood coming out. Yes, people use that too. So we can resort to these things instead of just leaving it to flow like that. A child that doesn't know about this thing will just leave her body like that, and she begins to flow and stain everywhere. So we need to tell these children, educate them about it when they get to that age, because you need to really wash up. That thing smells like hell. But thank God that things have been put in place to help us curtail it so that there's no much smell. Even at that age, when you begin to perceive the odor, you are no more comfortable with yourself. You think that when you walk around, you are smelling. Yes, that's how I used to feel. I used to feel that when I walk around, I'm smelling. There's a lot of smell. So I'm very uncomfortable during that period. I just want to be in the house during that period. So you see, if you have somebody that is telling you that, look, you have to be confident, you have to be bold. It's not a sin to see your period. Yes, that's how in my time it used to be, as if it was a sin for you to be seeing your period. If a man sees you stained and tells you, oh, you are stained, that's the worst thing that can happen to a woman. But sincerely, I've come to realize that it's a natural thing. Everybody knows that women see their period. So it's natural. There's nothing to be ashamed of in it. So let's talk to our children, make them comfortable during this period, and teach them how to wash up properly, change their pads regularly, wash their body with soap and water. Very important. And then your undergarments, your pants, you must wash them. You cannot repeat them during this period. You need to wash them properly. Braziers also, A lot of people don't know how to wash their braziers. They don't wash them, they just keep wearing it. Imagine wearing one brazier for a whole week, the kind of smell that will come out. Let's try to wash our braziers regularly so that we'll be clean underneath, so that the smell doesn't come out and make us uncomfortable when we're around people. It's these little things that will give us fresh smell in our body. When you're wearing fresh braziers, fresh pants, you stay clean. So let's try to wash up and stay clean during this period. Let's teach these children, those children that are in their developmental stage, from childhood to adolescence. We should let parents and guardians teach them. If they can get access to this video, let them listen to this video and learn from it, because you need to keep clean to be an everyday woman that wants to walk tall, wants to be confident, wants to be beautiful. You need to keep yourself clean. And then we talk about the productive years between the ages of in your late 20s to 30s. Let's talk about those productive years of a woman's life. In this period, the woman begins to have relationship with the opposite sex. Yes, and needs to wash away these fluids that are secreted during sex. Very important. You can imagine how a woman will come out and she's smelling of sperm, she's smelling of sex. It's so disgusting. It should not be heard. I saw on TikTok where a taxi driver was quarreling that they should tell all these women they should be having their bath after sex. They shouldn't come into the public vehicle and be smelling and be stinking. Now imagine he carried a girl and she was stinking of sex. Well, sincerely, why would you allow that kind of a thing happen? After sex, a woman needs to wash her vagina. You will urinate and then wash your vagina so that it washes away everything. You wash away everything. Any infection, any bacteria that would have settled, you will wash it away very quickly so that it doesn't settle, it doesn't grow and become an infection. If your partner had infection and then after a woman gives birth, she needs to wash up more. Even after pregnancy, we know after delivery, the hormones have stabilized compared to puberty. But menstruation, sexual activity, and a busy lifestyle require more targeted care. We need to target these areas. Very important. Imagine a woman that is breastfeeding, has a baby, and then she smells. It doesn't tell well. That smell can choke your baby. How do you say, na baby smell, na baby smell? There's nothing like baby smell. We need to wash our bodies, keep ourselves clean, even during child delivery and after childbirth. It is important. We wash with soap. Wash your body. Wash your groin. Wash your undergarments, your brassiere, your pants. Wash them. Even the wrapper that you are tying, wash it. Make it neat. You need to keep yourself clean. As an everyday woman, you should not be caught with any smell. Yes, it is important. You need to wash up properly, because if you don't wash up properly, there's a smell that follows you and it will follow your baby, and you don't want your baby smelling. You don't want a situation where you bring out your baby and nobody wants to carry your baby. So you need to wash up. You need to target this washing. It is a serious period in a woman's life. You need to target it. Make sure that you are clean during this period, because a lot of women are left with body odors after this period and they carry it for life, which is not good. Why will it be that you gave birth to a child and then you now brought on body odor? No. Wash yourself properly. Nobody is saying that you should break a bank to do this. You can do it on a budget. Get soap. Use plenty of soap and water. At least we can afford disinfectants. We can afford Dettol. We have locally produced disinfectants that are cheap, that we can afford. We can use those ones too. Put it in water and wash your body properly so that you smell differently. Yes, it is important. Let's not leave this smell, because an everyday woman doesn't have smell. We must target this area, because it is in this period that we have a lot of activities in our lives. Sexual activities, we have delivery activity, childbirth. busy lifestyle. So we need to target our clean areas during this period. This is for women that are in their productive years, between the ages of in their late 20s to 30s. Let's talk about the perimenopause stage, where your hormones are fluctuating daily. You don't know where the hormones are. You don't know what is producing what. You don't know what is happening to your body. Things are just happening. Changes are just happening. At this perimenopause stage, it leads to hot flushes, night sweat. Sometimes you have heavy or irregular menstruation, irregular periods. It's an uncomfortable period in a woman's life, sincerely. When people are cold, that is when you are hot. Inside your body is producing heat. You can imagine. And then you sweat a lot. The sweat is double in this period. You sweat a lot, so much sweat. So you need to bathe more than regularly, like more than you used to bathe before. Yes, you need to bathe more, because in this period there's so much sweat. You need to wear breathable clothing, clothes that will allow your body receive air. Don't wear clothes that will cause more sweat. No. And then wash your body properly, because the hormones are fluctuating, and you tend to smell more in this period. That's why you find a lot of women nowadays at that stage, they are smelling, because they are not taking care of themselves. They don't know what is happening to them. Yes, they are not aware of what is happening to them at that stage of their life. So there's always smell. They forget that in this period they need to wash more. They need to take care of themselves more. So they smell a lot in this period. So that's why I have come now to tell you about it, that there's a period in your life where you get to a stage in your life that your body changes. You can't even understand your body anymore. The hormones you used to secrete when you were younger, you are no more, you may not secrete them anymore. You sweat more. Your body is changing. Everything about you is changing. Your periods are not regular anymore. They are fluctuating, and it can be heavy, very heavy. So we need to prepare ourselves for this period of heavy flow. You need to be ready at all times. You need to be aware that with these hormonal changes, anything can happen. Yes, so you must be ready. You must be prepared. You must prepare yourself for it. It's a stage that every woman must get to. Yes, if you want to live long, you must get to that age, and we can do it on a budget. You do not need to break a bank to do it. Yes, just get soap, water, wash your body. You don't need to look at expensive soap. We don't need perfume to do all these. Yes, when you wash your body, you shave properly. There's no hair, so that this heavy sweat that is coming does not produce body odor, and you can live above it. So it is possible. Let's try to keep clean even in this period of perimenopause. And then the menopause age, when you get to menopause, oh, that one is the obonge one, the great one. That is women between the ages from late 50s to, till forever. That's menopause. As in, your menstruation has paused. There's no menstruation anymore. Estrogen is decreased. Your skin becomes dry. You become more sensitive, increase in sensitivity. There's change in your vaginal moisture and pH. Yes, that part of your body becomes dry, very dry, because there's no estrogen. You're not secreting estrogen anymore. So you need to keep it moisturized. You need to keep it. There must be moisture in your body. We're not saying go and pour water in that place. No. Moisturize your body. When you moisturize your body, then it will affect that area too. Drink a lot of water. You must drink a lot of water. You must keep yourself hydrated. And then your skin, it will be dry. So you need to look for soaps that are not body sensitive, soap that will not cause you dryness. That's why I said all these cheap soap, they will help you to stay normal. Yes, they will not cause dryness. Lux, Joy, look at Tetmosol. They will not cause dryness. You use them and you moisturize your skin with Vaseline. It is not at this season of your life that you are going to look for one hydroquinone to rub on your body and it will cause dryness. No, look for something soft. Vaseline will moisturize your body, keep your body soft. Yes. Let's try to use all these things. We need to wash a lot at this time because your body needs water, so that as you sweat, as you release a lot of sweat, you can gain back water into your body. Take regular baths, very important. Wash that area properly. And then even these hormonal changes during menopause, it will affect your gum. So you need regular brushing. You find out at this age, a lot of people, you notice that they have mouth odors. Yes, it's because they are not aware that in this period of hormonal changes, your gum becomes weak and you need to keep it safe. You need to wash it regularly to prevent plaques from growing, to prevent the weakness of the gum causing sores in your mouth, and they will begin to smell. So you need to take care of all these things. Regular brushing and flossing. And if you can afford it, buy mouthwash. It is important at this period of your life. You need mouthwash so that you gargle regularly, so that there are no sores that are remaining in your mouth. They are very important. These are very important tips for these different stages in a woman's life. Yes, it will help her to stay neat. It will help her to stay clean, so that there is no smell, that she doesn't have any smell. No smell comes because of bacteria that is acting with sweat on her body or in the mouth. There is no bacteria remaining to act and cause plaques, to cause sores in the mouth. So it is important that we do all this to keep ourselves clean. An everyday woman must be clean. That is the first thing that is noticed about a woman. So you need to keep yourself clean. Can we do this on a budget? Yes, we can. If you have any comments, leave it in the comment section. We want to read from you. We want to know what else can be added to this clean hygiene that we are talking about, this body hygiene that we have been talking about. We want to hear from you. What other options can we add to this that can help us to keep clean on a budget? Yes, I'd love to hear from you. And I will not leave you without a word today. We are going to read from 1 Peter chapter 2 verse 9. Yes, I have a word and message for you this day. And I read, "Ye are a chosen generation, a royal priesthood, a holy nation, a peculiar people, that ye should show forth the praises of him who had called you out of darkness into his marvelous light." God has called you out of darkness into his marvelous light, and that is why he says that you are a royal priesthood. Do you know what it means to be a royal priesthood? That is an everyday woman. You are a royal priesthood, a chosen generation. Yes, think of yourself in that way. Don't ever look down on yourself because you are peculiar. God has created you in his own image and in his likeness. Therefore, don't look down on yourself. Always raise your head up high, because you have been created well. You have been created beautifully. You are the apple of God's eye. I hope we can assimilate this and make it a part of us, make it live with us, because God has created us very well. Thank you for joining us on this channel. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for joining us. If you have not yet subscribed, what can I do now? Subscribe to this channel. We have a lot packaged for you. Join us regularly. Thank you very much. See you in my next video. May God bless you.